Hello, Stephanie? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Miss. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Stephanie, can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
How are you, Stephanie?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad.
Hi, welcome. Do you have your camera?
Sorry. Well, yes, I have my camera, but you know, I was cleaning my house too late, and I don't have a good presentation.
Okay, it's okay, don't worry.
Yes, I was so busy, Miss, but well, I try to be responsible with this activity.
Yes, I know it is a little hard to make this session today because we are always in our free time or something like that. So it's not that easy.
I know, and my daily routine is not easy because I work the whole day. So,
What do you do, Stephanie?
well, Miss, I am a teacher. I live in La Paz. I am a teacher, a primary teacher at Centro Educativo Divino Niño. And in the afternoon, I teach English in an institute. The name is How's Your Mind?
Okay. How long have you
Excuse me?
How long have you been teaching English?
Uh, 2 years.
Sorry? I couldn't hear you.
Just 2 years.
3 years?
Two.
I
One
couldn't hear
and
you.
2 years.
Okay. 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 And how do you feel teaching English?
I feel good. In the institute, you can learn English. It's not an obligation like in a school. So you can teach English very easy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the people there is nice, and we have just small groups like 5 people or 6.
Okay. To adults or kids too?
Well, sometimes we teach English to adults and some kids.
Okay. Good. Okay, Stephanie, and what did you decided to teach English or to be a teacher?
Well, first of all, I studied business manager at Popular University in Valledupar. But well, I couldn't find a good job there. And then I don't remember who was that person, offered me an English course. And well, I decided took it, and I like it. I like it. And then because I had a good level, they offered me a job. And well, I decided to get again. And well, I suppose, well, I have to be a teacher because I like English. I like to teach English, and I have to do some something with this. So
Okay.
I decided to study last year, and my mom gave me the opportunity again because, well, my last career was like an obligation, I was to study medicine, and my mom was like, "No, you can't study medicine. That's too expensive, and medicine is in another city, and you can't stay in another city." Well, so they put me in that career, and well, I decided to finish because moms are like that.
Yes, I
and
know.
and now she's like, I don't know, she decided to, do you want to study English? Yes, I want to, but I don't have time. So let's do this in the UNAT. So well, I accept this, and I try to do my best effort.
Okay. But you're study only English in the UNAT, or you're making the bachelor in English?
The bachelor in English,
Okay. And what is this semester for you?
the fourth one.
The fourth?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you learn English? Did you travel, or how did you learn?
Well, I learned English by myself, watching movies in English, listening to music, and well, with video games. I like it. I like them a lot with video games.
How how
And
how did you use the video games? That is the
because
first time
the
that
video games,
I heard about that.
yes,
Yes,
no, it's
I
easy.
always heard about movies, songs, and something like that. But this is the first time that someone say that learned with video games. Genius.
Well, I like mission games, and
Uh-huh.
the missions were in English. So I didn't know what I have to do. So I have to search in my dictionary. Oh my god, I need to do the translation of this and to finish my mission. And it was like that. And then the words were so repetitive, you know, and
Yeah.
I learned them.
Okay. Nice. That is a great strategy. It's good. It's
Yes,
good. It's good. And it
yeah,
is a good recommendation for people that like to learn English, and maybe it's a good tool for them. Thank you for the tip.
yeah. Okay, Miss, you're welcome. And well, 2 years, 2 years ago, a woman offered me an English course when is where I am work right now, and I took the course. Then it was nice. Actually, it's worth. That's my level right now because well, I learned the grammar, but I have some problems with my speaking and my listening, and there I can improve them.
Okay, nice. Excellent.
Yeah, thank
Congratulations.
you.
How old are you, Stephanie?
I am 26.
Okay. And have you traveled abroad? Have you had
No,
the opportunity? No?
no, I didn't have the opportunity. I tried to save money to do that,
Hmm. Yes. Okay.
and that's the
And
reason. That's the reason I decided to study bachelor in English. Maybe I can travel there, and I can study there another career related to this. Maybe English tutor. I don't know. But yes, that's what I want.
of course, yes, that is the idea. And where did you practice? How did you practice your pronunciation, and how did you practice?
Well, uh, where I took my course, the English there is interactive. It's not only learn grammar or reading. It's just more interactive. You can interact with another person, and you can talk about any topic about your life related to the real world. And they did a lot of listening exercise too, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That was I learned. I improved and practiced my pronunciation.
Good. Good. You have a good level. You gotta have an excellent level of English. Really
Yes,
well.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay. Well, the idea. Have you ever take sessions like this before?
Yes, that was, was the last semester, was the other last semester I participated in this encounter because I didn't receive the invitation. And yes, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't participate. It was Ardila.
What? Excuse me.
My tutor was Sandra Ardila.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And yes, we
I
couldn't
observe.
participate. So more or less, I know the idea in this encounter and the mechanic of this. But well, today I see that we have just you and me. I don't know
Yes,
what
I
happened.
know.
I
I
don't
know.
know what happened with the other.
We have three more people in these sessions, but I understand Sundays at this time is so hard for everybody, and maybe they don't have the time, or maybe they are busy or they are resting or something like that. So I know it's difficult, but I'm going to try to motivate them to be here and participate on the encounter. The last semester you did it on Sundays too, on Saturdays and Sundays.
No, last semester I couldn't participate because I didn't receive the invitation.
Oh,
It was
okay,
the
okay.
other semester. It
Uh
was the
huh.
other.
But
And
the
then
same
I,
the same days.
yes, it was on Saturdays and Sundays, but in the morning because I work just in part time. But right now I have a full time, so that's the reason I have to choose the schedule.
And on Saturdays you are teaching English in the institute.
Yes, of course, from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. in Valledupar.
Okay. May I ask you something? Maybe I'm going to dare to ask you about it is good paid for you is good for you in the payment. Not tell me of course not tell me the numbers, but it is good for you. It's good for your.
No, yes, it's good because I work the whole year. I receive, I don't know how to say that in English, primas, and they paid me my holidays, and I don't have to do a lot of work. I don't have to come to bring some words at home. So that I like that job because of that.
Of
But
course.
it's not enough. It's not enough to pay the rents, public services, the food, and that's the reason I have to work into place.
Okay.
And I have to
Okay.
travel, and I have to travel from Valledupar to La Paz, and from La Paz to Valledupar, because in La Paz there are not a lot of place to work.
Mm-hmm.
So there is
Okay.
nice. It's nice work. Is the job is easy. The work, you just to manage like 6 people,
Mm-hmm.
8, and you can work the whole day with air conditioner.
Hear you. Anymore.
Well, that's it, Miss. What about you?
Okay. I'm finishing my career in Bachelor in English pedagogical, and this is the way that I am practicing the and proving my skills as teachers or something like that. I think you are going to do it in the future. This is part of my pedagogical experience, and I'm in my learning process too. I work as a teacher in a school, but I teach to little kids. I work with preschoolers, and I've been working for about 5 years. I've been teaching English to kids and to adults, I think, for 10 years. And here I am. Here I am in the end of my career. I hope to finish because I've been very busy with my job and my kids and my family. So it's a little hard, but here I am.
Yes, I understand, but that's nice. Really, I have to do that in the future, participate and encounter as an English teacher.
Yes, yes, I didn't knew that because when I heard about the pedagogical experience, I believe that the two parts of the pedagogical experience were in the school or in the field. But I realized this semester that the second part of the pedagogical experience was like this, making these encounters. So it is nice. It is nice, but sometimes it's hard because of the time, because I don't have the time enough to maybe to organize all of these things, and that's why I had to choose Saturdays and Sundays to do it, because on in weekend in the middle of the week is too difficult, but I also have to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this semester is a little bit hard for me, but I am trying to do my best.
Okay. And how did you learn your English, your pronunciation was at the university, or do you have another
No,
experience?
my process was almost the same as yours. Since I was a little girl, I started to learn listening to music and watching movies and something like that. But it was the same. I didn't use the video games, but it was something like that. After when I finished my high school, I studied at the Colombo Americano for two. I don't know. I don't remember if it was two or three levels, but most of the time by myself, doing it by myself
Oh,
and trying to practice. And mm, in my jobs, I started to work with people, and they have to. I had to speak in English a lot, so that was good for me because I started to practice my pronunciation and something like that. So that is the process that I've been having in my whole life.
okay. It's nice. It's nice. For
Yes.
me, the hard part was speaking because
Yeah.
I was afraid to make mistakes and the people judge me and I was like, oh my god, I can listen, I can read, I can learn all the whole grammar, but it's difficult to speak for me and it was like, okay, if I make mistake, whatever, I don't care.
Yes, that's true.
And in my job, I have to speak English the whole day. That's the reason maybe I improve my pronunciation. And sometimes I try to learn some accents like British.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to learn more about English. I suppose that I need to learn more. Maybe some tips, maybe phrasal verbs because they are a lot of and it's too difficult to learn them.
Yes.
And most of the Americans just speak with phrasal verbs.
It's
And I was the hard part was the regular verbs, but no, it's not.
true.
It's nothing compared with phrasal verbs. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm trying to learn them in practice because as a teacher we have to be wise, we have to learn the whole things because the students nowadays they are asking some questions. What's the meaning of that? Why do you use this word? Can you
I
tell
can.
me this? In these encounters, we are going to learn any topics.
Yes, the idea is to follow the book that you are using in the pre-intermediate English, but it's not it's not mandatory to follow it. Um, the my idea is to to use the topics of the book, but my idea is to make sessions like this one where you can speak freely about what you want. Of course, we are going to use a thematic and follow some activities, but the idea is that we can feel confident to speak. So I want to propose some things, maybe also to prepare a recipe or something like that, something that we can enjoy. I don't know if you know what I mean. I think that English is something that
Yes.
when you feel free to teach or when you feel free to speak, you can do it easily and you can flow and you can be confident in what you're doing. So I want to propose some activities different than only speaks about some, for example, time classes or something like that. Of course, we are going to use it in the conversation. We're trying to conduct the session to use that and practice that according to the contents of your course. But the idea is to do something enjoyable, not like as we said in Spanish, como un ladrillo, but something that we can enjoy and more in these days are hard for the people that are taking these encounters. So that's the idea.
Okay. Miss, some partner, I can remember her name. He was Luis Alfredo. Luis Alfredo yesterday was trying to connect like me, and you send the message telling us like you couldn't do the class because you have some problems. So I suppose maybe they couldn't find a link because my link it was in unwanted emails.
Yes, I send it today because I don't know what is happening with my computer, but Skype is not working well, so I couldn't send it by a Skype. So I had to use the email. I'm going to try next time for Skype, but today I had this problem. But
When
he
I
said I couldn't see anything on Skype in this moment.
Yes, today I was in a Skype, but they didn't answer, so I suppose they couldn't participate today. But yes, that what happened when you send the link. My link was in unwanted emails. So,
Okay.
but thanks God I couldn't find it.
Okay, I'm going to try to send it. I'm going to try to send it on the Skype next time, or maybe if you want, we can make a WhatsApp group. Only
Yes,
to
that's
this.
better. That's better.
Yes.
With my last encounter, we
Yes.
have a WhatsApp group when we can maybe be closer and we can participate more.
Yes, that's true. It's easy for us making by WhatsApp. If you want, you can create it. I'm gonna write my number. No, I'm gonna send the number to your Skype so you can
Yes, of
add me to the
course.
group.
Yes,
And
of course.
after that, I don't know if the other partners have published their email, their phone numbers. Let me check if I had them. and
Okay.
I'm going to send it. If I had them, I'm going to send it so we can make a group and we can start working there.
Yes, of course we can do that.
Okay. Well, starting with the session more in getting into the material for today. I just want we are having a good and nice conversation with all of these things that we are speaking today. But also, I want to start by with the questions for this session. The idea is, like I said before, to use material where we can speak about our personal lives and things that we enjoy and we love, and we can speak fluently for now. And after that, maybe at the end of the sessions, we are going to use more a little bit topics more. Um, I don't want to say complex, but maybe a little bit more maybe with more contents and something like that that we can speak about and make maybe debates or some kind of participation that we can practice more the language. Okay, so for
Okay,
today I
perfect.
have some questions for you. uh, the idea is to work that you can read them and then um, give your answer. Of course, these sessions are designed to participate between the students and answer, ask questions between each other and something like that. But like today is only you and me, so you have to read the questions and answer them according to your opinion. Okay. So this I'm going to send it here with by when in the chat of Hangout,
Yes,
so you can
I
read it,
received them.
think about
Yes.
answers. You have a minute to think about it, and then you can answer them.
Okay, miss.
Whenever you're ready, you can tell me.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first question is, what do you like the most of your work? Well, the
Yes.
most thing that I like of my work is the part when I do a pre-training. Okay, is it's a like a class before to start the real classes. So it's like a pre-training, and I try to first of all motivate the people to learn English, maybe to don't give up, to try to do their best effort. And I tell them like I was in the beginning, I didn't know that, I didn't know any word, or I didn't grow up in the foreign, maybe United States or another country with English language. So I decided to study this, and I hope that they do the same thing. Maybe try to motivate them to do to take this class, to learn by their self. You know, English. I suppose English is more like learn by ourselves.
Hmm.
Maybe
Yeah.
the teacher can explain you a grammar, the pronunciation, but after that you have to practice and practice, and you do this just yourself. And so I tell this to my users, and yes, that's my favorite part.
Good. Nice. I believe so. I also believe that the best way to learn is when you learn by yourself. That is the true. And the people that I know have learned because they are studying by themselves, and they are reading, and they are watching the movies and all of these things that we use to learn. And that's the motivation, the auto motivation that we think is the best. And if you don't have that, it's so hard to learn. Okay, go.
Well, the second question is, what do you usually do on your free time? Well,
Yes.
in my free time, I rest because I work hard the whole week. So I rest. I try to clean the house. I try to go out for a walk with my dog. I have a dog. He's like my son. And yeah, sometimes I go to the church and I eat out with my family, with my mom, my sister, and that's it. I don't have a lot of free time, so just on Sundays.
Okay. And do you live alone?
Tell me, miss.
You live alone?
No, I live with my husband.
Okay.
I live with my husband. I don't
Ah,
have
okay.
children. I don't have children. I just have a dog.
Ah, okay. It's nice. I have a cat. I have three kids and a husband.
Yes.
So I'm a very busy woman.
You have four kids.
Yes, almost. Oh, okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
well, and last question is, what do you rarely maybe go to a party
Okay.
because I prefer maybe stay at home, but sometimes, and yes, I go to a party with my friends and my cousin and my sister because they insist, come on, let's go. You are so bored here in this house and you work a lot. Yeah, okay, so let's do it. Come on, let's go.
Yes, that's true. I don't know, maybe there is a time stay at home plan that you can have. Sleep or watch movies in your bed is the best.
Of course, and now with Netflix, I have a lot of series to watch.
Yes, I know. I know. That's true. Yes, okay. The idea with these questions, as you can see, is to use some expressions like rarely, usually, never, always, and expressions like that. This is the topic of this lesson, to use time expressions with these words. And of course, like I said before, the idea was to make an activity with your partners, that where you can make like survey between each other and tally their answers and give one, maybe one statistic about the answer that you answer. Okay, so it is hard in this moment to do this activity because you are alone today, but
Okay.
the idea is, if you want, It's not mandatory, but if you want, you can do this activity with 2 or 3 people if you want. I'm gonna give you the questions, and you can do it as an exercise, and you have to tally the answers and make a report with the answers you got. So let me show you what questions do we have. It's like a suggestion. Like I said, it's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. But if you want to do it as an exercise, you can do it. And if you want, you can send me your answers or your statistics or the results that you have in your questions uh, to my email or to my Skype if you want. If you want, just
Okay.
if you want. It's not mandatory because the idea is to use this time to do that with your partners, but in this case, it's difficult. So. Um, it's like questions that where you have to answer I never, I always, I usually, I oh, time expressions that we can use with these answers.
Yes, I can do this exercise with my users, so and I do my homework.
Yes, if you want it, you can do it. It's funny, I think, because there are very interesting questions that people maybe think with, oh my God, I'm using too much time using internet or something like that. So it is
Okay, yeah.
interesting. It is interesting. Okay, so you can
I will
copy
do
that
it.
and you can do the activity with someone in your house or in your work or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Um. Well. Uh. The final part of this session was to make an activity where you can record some questions, most more questions. But in this time we are not going to do that because you have the other activity of the questions that I just sent you. So I'm not going to give you this extra exercise because is like the idea is to that you can leave your voice in Buckaroo and send me the answers, but it is not necessary because you're going to have the questions to make the
Okay,
report, and it
perfect.
is enough work to do. So we are going to do it just like this. Okay. Okay, Stephanie.
Yes, miss.
I just want to know um your opinion about the session first. The second I want to know is what expectations or what suggestions you have to do in these encounters. And the third one that I want to ask you is how do you feel doing this session today?
Well, so in this encounter, I have to. I want to repeat grammar whole in the first part because maybe I can learn a tip, an important tip that I maybe couldn't learn before. And yes, I hope maybe to learn interesting tips. And in this encounter, I want to maybe participate, interact with another students, and well, I suggestions. Well, I don't have because I like to speak with you. I like your accent, your pronunciation is so good, and well, I hope maybe next time. And sorry, I like this encounter because you use your webcam. And in last encounter, the tutor sometimes use the webcam, but that's the reason today. Okay, I have to clean the house, and the counter is going to start, so I have to hurry up. And I don't have right now a good presentation, but next time I'm going to take in contact because you use your webcam
Yes.
and it's better. It's better. I can know you, I can see your face and your expression when you are speaking, and maybe you can know if the person, if the student is really taking this encounter. So yeah, I liked it.
Good. Thank you. Okay, Stephanie, I think that this is it for today. I'm not going to take more time to do this session because we already use all the activities and all the things that we planned for today. So I'm not going to take more time for the your day. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your participation. And I hope next Saturday we can have more participants in this group. If there is not more partners, so we are going to speak just you and me, and it is because I'm also practicing and I'm also learning with you. It is so nice for me to have to have a student like you that helps me to learn and to improve my skills too. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss, thank you. Have a nice, well, rest of the afternoon.
Thank you,
And
Stephanie.
enjoy it, Miss. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. Have a nice week. See you on Saturday.
Okay, see you Saturday. Bye.